Hello, fellow wealth builders. This is TJ from TJ2.com. And before we get into it, if you could hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell, we can get this party started on the road. Have you have you clicked it? All right. So basically, I wanted to talk to you today about planning. I know I talk about it all the time, but it's really, really imperative that you always have a plan in action. And I don't just mean a 5 year plan. Um, for example, it's the end of the year. It is literally almost the beginning of the last month of the year, which means it is the end of the fourth quarter of this year. And if you are planning correctly, okay, so you don't have to have your own business to be making this plan. Although you should be working some sort of different income stream strategy into this plan so that you are already aware of what you need to be doing every quarter, every month, every week, which will transfer down to what you need to be doing every day. And that helps you to set your days apart and to make sure that you are always fulfilling your goals. If you have the idea that you want to have a second income stream next year, but you don't know what it is, this is probably now this is the time to start planning it. What do you want to do? What's going on with that? Anyway, what do you want to do? Whether or not you want to sell something on Amazon, open up your own Amazon FBA store, or whether or not you want to um, buy some vending machines and set them up. Now would be the time to start planning that out because with the proper plan, you can really avoid all the headaches that come with being unprepared, with doing things out of order and coming up against obstacles that if you had planned properly, you would have already broken those obstacles down and be ready for the next step. Now is the time to set and write these things down. Have this thing set up. I keep several folders. I'm a meticulous planner. Even the plans that I don't follow through with, I'm always a step ahead because I've been working towards those plans. Whether I finish those plans or not, if I want to pick back up, I'm farther along then or now than I would have if I had never started because I had been working towards those plans the entire time. Um, what you want to have is an idea of what you want to have accomplished in the first half of the year in order to get your goal. Let's say you wanted vending machines and you wanted four vending machines by the end of the next year, which means that you would probably need to have set up two of them or one of them by the end of the middle of next year. So that means that you would have to have figured out how to pay for them, which means that you would already have to have figured out where you wanted to put them. So your first quarter, the first 3 months of next year might be you figuring out a payment plan, getting the loan situated, or saving up the money, or doing the necessary legwork, figuring out where those machines would be, finding out the legalities of where you could place them, and what type of contracts you would need with the companies that you would be using their spaces for. I mean, this is what I mean when I say proper planning. Nothing happens on a whim unless you are the luckiest person in the world, and as black people, we know we are not. We may be the most gifted, uh, you know, arguably, but we've never been considered the luckiest. So you can't go on luck with these things. If you have a plan, if you want something in life, you need to start planning it out, and you need to plan it out with the end goal in mind at all times. You're not going to say, "Oh, well, I want to make $270 million by the end of next year," but you have no idea what you want to have done by the end of February in order to make that goal happen. I don't know if you're in human trafficking. I don't know, but you have to have a goal, and there had to have been some waypoints, some goal lines that you had to have crossed in order to get to the next step, in order to get to the next step, in order to get you to the end goal. And you need to write those down, set those up, put those on a calendar, and figure out what you need to do. Always be working towards a goal. And that is what I wanted to say. Later.